start this then. Okay, cool. So we want to look at the mediator pattern, right? But just before go further, I mean, how's everyone? How's Jared? How has she been? How have you been? How's the week?
It's fine. It's okay. Nothing, something special.
Right, same old, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Is it raining still, Sri Lanka?
Sorry?
Is it still raining much?
No, there's no rain.
Ah, because when I spoke to my sister in particular, she said it's a lot of rain.
Oh,
Yeah, probably might have stopped now.
we have clear sky.
Yeah, cool. Ah, nice. Yeah, so we can land whenever soon then, right? I mean, we can come and land. If we had a clear sky, flying there would be much easier. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah. How are you, Jason? I mean, all good? I know we've been talking a lot, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate.
sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty chilled. I was a little bit overwhelmed with the code and stuff like that, but that's a part of it. So I'm just gonna take my time and go through it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I need to give Charif a little rundown as well.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yes. Okay. We'll talk after this because we've just started recording as well. So hi, Nila. How are you?
Hi, Thiru.
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you?
Not bad. Not bad. How
It
how
took
was
some
it?
time to connect with that Zoom meeting.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
You
not
using
allowing me to connect with that passcode. Instead, meeting ID. Instead, I have clicked that link.
But are you using a desktop client or are you using
Web.
web? Okay. I normally use a desktop client. This is installed on my laptop.
Okay.
Is it? So
Okay.
yeah. Maybe you could try using the desktop client as well because it's just smooth.
Yeah.
Click
Yeah.
connect.
I'm using Office laptop, so I just don't want to install anything.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
That's
I
it.
see what you mean. Okay, cool. Okay, anyway, so yeah, did you check any of this? Like, I mean, how we've used the extension Lambda at work code?
Yeah, we have used some, but I have not applied anything because I have worked some other part, some
Sure. Okay.
works to finish. But I have seen some places we can use it like
Yeah, correct.
extension Lambda.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, cool. It's always good to see, and I mean these things are out there, so you know, that whenever we want to deal with the similar kind of problem, we can use these too, no? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So today, so we're going to start with another one, which is called Mediator, right? It's a simple one, small one, so we can go straight into it. So it's called Mediator. Yeah. So as the name says, anyone wants to explain what would be a mediator? How do we picture it when we say mediator?
Somebody speaking on behalf of a person.
Exactly. That's what we need to put in as the what this design pattern does. That's a very nice explanation, Jason. Mediator. Yeah, mediator, right? Yeah. So we can definitely put that in, because that's what this does, So yeah. So what did he say? Exactly like what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it was someone speaking on behalf of someone else.
Yeah. Maybe we can say someone take up the responsibility on someone's behalf or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to an interpreter, really.
Correct. Yes. So what does the interpreter do? Interpreter would be, just to remind. No. Yeah. Interpreter is to let you write a complete DSL. So if you want to write a language, that's a specific one. Like specific use case. If you want to write a new language, a new domain specific language you want to put up, the interpreter should be in, because we need to tell how are we going to interpret our commands and words and grammars, in the language we're defining. Yeah. This could be kind of similar with maybe a chain of responsibility command, but this is quite unique in the sense, I mean, if we ever think, let's draw this, then this is what the book is also talking about, right? So if you ever think, I mean, if you ever get into a situation like this, right? So the book's example is showing us there are so many objects, right, in our software, in our system. Let's imagine there are so many objects, right? And then now we wake this system up, and it talks to this talks to that, he talks to this, he talks to this, he talks back to this, he talks to this, and he talks to this, he talks to this, he talks to that, he talks to this. See that the messy communication here?
Yeah.
So
you need a messenger.
Messenger or the mediator. So now we send him a mediator. We send a mediator into this mess. We tell, go and sort this communication out. They're talking too much, and we have no idea who's talking to whom. Right? That's when we put a mediator in. We put the mediator in, and then everyone comes through this. So the mediator version would be looking like. So we had these objects. Yeah, I'm going to quickly draw those boxes. So we have so many objects like this, right? Yeah. We have this many objects, they have the talk. Now we have a mediator. Mediator comes and says, hey, look, everyone needs to come through me. Boom, boom, everyone talks to this guy, right? Now everyone will be talking to him. Yeah, there's no other question. He's the mediator. So he then decide what to do with all these communications coming in, and then he will route to the people. He will think of the appropriate action should be done. Yeah, he will take care of routing the actions back to whoever should be doing what. So if this guy, if this guy needs to talk to him, this will send this will tell the mediator that I want to talk to him. So if this is A and if this is B, the mediator will talk on behalf of A to B. Yeah, this is when the mediator will come and ease out the system a bit. So if you have if you ever get into a situation like that, a lot of objects talking to each other and no idea, I mean, how to control it, then a mediator would be a good example, right? Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? Any questions so far?
No,
Yeah,
it looks clear.
It's obvious, right? But yeah,
it's like a decision maker type thing.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. Because he's making the decision. He's the primary guy. I mean, he has the prime goal of making who now can speak with whom. Right. The example we're going to look at will even make this a bit more clearer, right? A real world example. So yeah, let's dive into the example then. So the book example is talking. Oh no, it's better to we should draw it too. The book example is saying we're going to define a QA. So we're going to define a company, like a big company with a lot of employees, right? So let's define a QA. Yeah. And then, of course, there will be a dev, right? So we'll have a dev. And then we'll have a copywriter or somebody, copywriters. QAs, there could be many QAs. There will be many devs, copywriters, and so on. So these are the people who are in a company, right? Right. So this is what we're going to build and see how they communicate and who can come and become a mediator here to route the communication, so that our system will look better, right, with this design pattern applied. So yeah, let's start creating these objects, because that's the only thing we need to now do, and then let's see what they do. So interface, we need a QA. Yeah, the QA can have a function implemented. He can check work. Yeah, he can check. No, how do you say that? How do we word this here? What does he what does he normally do? A QA would normally
Test.
yeah, test. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, thanks. Test. He would test, right? Just give me 1 second, please. Yeah. My son has woken up and he started crying. So yeah, cool. Okay. So he would test, right? So but of course, I mean, he's a human, right? I mean, he's a person, right? So because I mean we're gonna define what a person can do and as a QA, right? So we first need to check in, I mean, if they are not on holiday or something like that and this and that, right? As a person, right? Even before we start thinking as, I mean, what the QA can do. So person can, we can say one is on holiday or this and that, right? Just keep it simple. If he's on holiday, these are the things, and we'll worry as, I mean, he's an employee. Maybe say employee, because that's the context we are in, right? Employee. I read the example, but I'm putting up by myself now, so rather than looking at the book and going by every single word as the author is explaining us, right? So, but this is the context he's explaining. So he is having a QA and he's telling what the QAs can do. We are working this out together. So yeah, he can test, as Jason said. And employee, yes, of course. And I mean, we need to think of this QA can be an employee as well. And we can then check, whether the employee is on holiday and this and that, right? So now if we want to create the actual QA, we can create an object, right? Let's keep this as singletons, right? For now, because we don't care. So we can just say anyone wants to give a name of a QA they know?
I don't know any.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with Rohit then. I know him. I work with him. Rohit. So he's a QA, right? And at the same time, he's an employee. Yeah. So now we need to implement the functions for him, right? Right. So test. So he can, let's say, when he tests, he can say pass or fail, right? Let's make this as a Boolean. So this will be returning a Boolean, and every time he tests, let's assume he will say, yes, you're fine. Your code is fine. Move. Yeah. He's a good QA. And yeah, not that I'm saying, if somebody says, I mean, your code is not passing, it's not a good QA from our side. And I mean, we love to hear that, right? Every time when we pass it through a QA, we are happy because our code is working, right? So is on holiday. Yeah, let's say this answers by Boolean 2. Right, so let's answer this by he's not on holiday, right? False. Yeah. Cool. Okay, now we have Rohit as a QA. We have created an object, right? For Rohit, who is a QA. As an employee, we know what's he doing. As a QA, we know what's his responsibility and what he's doing when he's testing. So if I use this object, he's going to pass me when he's testing things, and he's going to tell me he's not on holiday, so he can work. Right, cool. So we're going to repeat this, right? So we're going to repeat in a way, we're going to create some other people. So, okay, but before that, yeah, before we create other things, let's create our objects, right? The company itself. So let's say, let's create the company, yeah, and then the company can have a QA, right? QA can be Rohit now, yeah. So we have a QA in the company. We are slowly building the company up with the people, and then let's create a dev object. No, let's say a lead dev or somebody who needs to take care of most of the stuff. Yeah. So no, let's call this as yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's a lead dev. So let's create a lead dev too. No, actually, let's say
Why is that not an interface?
no, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, yeah, because let's see, I mean, where this is going. So we will have an object, or some other objects, need to implement something.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, because it doesn't matter, right? We're just creating objects. So, but that's the QA we're telling we need to worry about, they need to do these and things, right? So lead dev, we can give responsibilities to him as well, but let's see where this is getting into, right? Because we're gonna let the lead dev talk into every QA and this and that, right? Yeah, and then see how this will get into a kind of a mess, and then how to bring in a mediator to let him coordinate, like in the real example, real
Okay,
world example, right? Okay, so the lead dev, we have an object for this too. Yeah, and then say, yeah, Nila is the lead dev. Yeah, so it's looking the other way around. Okay, so just let's put Nila here. And let's call this as the lead dev. Yeah. So we have Nila, lead dev. We have Rohit as QA, right? Yeah, cool. This is what we have in the company. Now, if the company needs to check or release app or something, they will need to yes, they will need to first check if yeah, we have the QA test is passed. If that is passing, then we can say yeah. So if the company wants to release an app, we will have to pass it through the QA, and then we can say yes, release the app. Yeah, simple as this. Right. Okay. Now let's add more complex into this. Like not complex, as in, I mean, more people to talk when the company needs to release an app. Yeah. So we at the moment, depending on QA, who is Rohit, right? And telling QA, please test. If he says, yeah, I'm good, test is passing, then we can release the app. Now, let's say Rohit needs to delegate some work to some junior QAs because he wants to go on holiday or something, right? So we can create the same thing, right? So let's create a junior QA object, let's say Adam or something. So he's also a QA and an employee. So he will need to override the methods. Yeah, no problem. And yeah, so he can test. Oh yeah, he can test and say true. Say he's not also on holiday. Yeah, cool. So we have Adam. So so now we have another QA. So in the company, this is our QA1. Let's create the QA2, which is Adam. Yeah. Right. So now imagine, yes. So now we need to bring in QA1 and QA2 to test things. So we can say now we have two QAs, and the responsibilities. If Rohit is on holiday, he will delegate to Adam. So let's check. And okay, no. Okay, let's check if the QA1 is on holiday. Yeah. First, QA1 is on holiday. If he's not on holiday, then we can go in and ask him to test this, right? QA1 test. If that's passing, then we can say release the app. Yeah. Else, we can yeah, if now he's not on holiday, if he's on holiday, then we need to check if QA2 is on holiday. If he's not in holiday, it's going to be a bit nested, but it's fine. We can ask him to test this. Oh. We can ask QA2 to test this, and if he's passing the test, we can release the app. Yeah, so it goes on like this, right? So yeah, now we're using both QAs, right? By seeing who is on holiday and not, and this and that, right? If Q1 is on holiday, we can ask him to test, and if he's happy with it, he can pass it. Else, we come into this, we ask Adam to check this, yeah, who is the QA2, and he does the job. So we're delegating like that, right? So fine. And now we're going to add more stuff into this, like oh no, but then okay, so now yeah, so Roy needs to talk to Adam, right? If he's going on holiday, he needs to tell Adam, saying that, look, I can't test this, so you need to, I'm going to hand this over to you, right? So yeah, so we need to let these guys having, so Adam needs to speak to Rohit, yeah, so his senior QA will be Rohit, right? So he has a senior, yeah. So yeah. So he has a senior. How do I put this in here? Because I mean, the senior QA is there, and we have a junior QA as well. So junior QA Adam would know the senior QA. I'm trying to see, I mean, how to let them speak. Yeah, let's have a look at that. The example he was showing, because I mean, or we can try to make this into a sort of a problem and then to bring in the mediator too. It's okay. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Let's try to work this out by ourselves. So what I'm thinking is, right, the senior QA is here, right? He has a dependency on Rohit, right? So we're just making this up though. There's no hard rule here. So come up with something that, I mean, so that, we can have the company to release the app basis by talking a lot of people in between each other. And then how to bring in a mediator to say, yes, I'm going to take all of these into myself. And then I'll tell when you can release this app, because of he's the ultimate person. Like, I mean, he'll be the manager or someone, will take that responsibility. Yeah. So he will make sure everyone talks through him rather than, the QA1 will talk to QA2 and things like that. So yeah, so we have a dependency. So that's what I'm trying to put it up here as, because that's what the Google, the book's example as well, So, right. So we have Adam. How can we kind of make this up? So we have Rohit, but I didn't check in, I mean, what the book example is, but I understood the concept as, I mean, this is what he's working into and the problem as, so I'm trying to put the same, by myself. And we're going to, of course, do it together, right? So we have so this is the problem I'm facing at the moment, guys. So what I'm seeing is, I have an Adam. I have an Adam. I have Adam. He's an employee. I have Rohit, who's also an employee. Both of my QAs, but Adam's senior QA is Rohit. So we need to tell something like when QA can't do the work, he needs to delegate this to that. So okay, maybe think like we give it to Adam, right? Adam needs to make sure his testing is fine. So yeah, okay. So okay, let's picture this like this then. So I'm seeing something, right? So what I'm saying is, so we first ask QA1. If he's on holiday, we go to our junior QA, who is QA2, which is Adam. And if he's not on holiday, we ask him to test this. But before he tests this, he needs to get an approval from Rohit. Yeah, let's come bring it like that. Yeah, let's say Adam needs to get an approval from Rohit, right? can I test this or something? Or how do I say this? Receive the work from, oh no, yeah, let's say approval, right? Approve from senior. Yeah, how does he do it? So senior QA is there. And let's say this is also returning a Boolean. Oh, Boolean. What's wrong with me today? Right. C, yeah. Senior, or yes. So yeah, approve from senior QA. So is approved. Let's return this so that then we can say, yeah, something like this. So we need to create this method member function in here. So yeah, so let's he can say true for approval. So if anyone asks, can you approve this for me? That's in Rohit, right? You see, it's a function approved. Is approved is going to say whether he's going to say, can I approve this or not, right? Yeah. Yeah. So are you with me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Approval from senior QA. So he needs to get an approval from senior QA. So when we ask Adam to do that, the Adam can speak to the senior QA and say, is approved. Can you approve this? And Rohit will say yes or no. And that will be coming into this to carry on, right? So if he's not on holiday and Rohit can, no, we ask the QA2 to get an approval from the senior. Why is it not?
QA2.
Oh, sorry, A missing. Sorry, I haven't had much sleep yesterday. I didn't have much good sleep, so yeah, a bit. How do I say it? My brain is shutting down most of the time now. Right. Okay. So does this make sense, right? So if QA2 is not on holiday, but QA2 we know he's our junior guy, he needs to get approval from senior. So he's now actually talking to the senior. So he's now having a reference on the Rohit, and he's calling Rohit to say, can you approve this for me? Rohit is approving, of course. We're making this as he will approve it, right? Yeah. So that's how it's looking at the moment, right? So we can see, the objects are slowly starting to talk to each other. So when we want to release the app, we need to do these checks, and the QA needs to talk to this. The junior QA should speak to the Rohit, senior QA, right? Right, and then I'm thinking, how are we going to bring in another guy to talk a bit more? Can we think of anything like? I mean, how can he let other people come in? We were thinking, as we have devs, we have copywriters, and this and that.
What about one of the CDI pipeline people?
Who? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's put them into the mix as well. Yeah, some automation engineers or something like that, right? Okay. So we need some automation guys. They need to come into this mix to let this happening. Right. So yeah. Yeah. Right.
What if QA test is not successfully
Oh yeah, then
not successful, then he needs to talk to developer.
yeah, that is also something that we can model in, to put in. So we are talking about engineers, the Q engineers to check the CI, devs getting back some work from QA and this and that, right? The reason why I am trying to come up with our way of doing this without looking at the sample code, because then we will feel the design pattern, right? Properly. Otherwise, I can just open the sample and have a look at how he has done it, copied it. We can explain the code, look at it, and go. But
This way is a lot better.
Yes, because this is how we will actually feel, right? If we start solve this from using the design pattern with our hearts, from our heart, then that will stay longer, I think. So, okay, according to the design pattern, the media design pattern should look like this, according to this, right? So we said this and that. So now, yeah, okay, so let's imagine these are two other people. So he's talking to this, he's talking to that, he's talking to this, and so on. But if we put a mediator in, yeah, the mediator then cut this off. No one should be talking to anyone. Everyone has to come through him. Yeah. The mediator will know what these people should be doing, and he will call the right people accordingly. So he will make the call to the right people, and he will say to the company, yes, now you can release the app. Yeah, that's what we want to get into, right? So one object to handle all the communication, rather than all these objects needs to know this and that. Because at the moment, you see, we need to keep a reference to a senior QA for junior dev, because he will be talking to the senior guy, right? So that's how we're seeing it. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's put another communication in then. So let's say we also want devs, yeah, maybe, yeah, because devs can come into this picture immediately, right? So we have a dev. Let's call him Jason. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, object Jason. And then let's define his sort of things, he can do as a dev fix code. Yeah. So if we have Jason, and he's a dev, immediately he needs to fix code. Yeah. Be fixing code. Yeah. Yeah, just up to for now. But Nila is our lead person. Yes. How do we see this thing coming in? So,
what do you mean? What Nila does?
Yeah.
What about the Kanban board? She organizes that.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Yes.
The agile stuff or something.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Cool. No problem. Yeah. Yeah. So we have. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she can do all of that, right? So let's say Nila can be also a dev, so she can also fix things. But let's say, yeah, all these people are also on holiday and that, right? So dev, yeah, they are also employees, no? So let's put this as employees too. Yeah, I'm just making these as all of you guys as employees as well, right? none of you are on holiday, so we can, yeah, get you working. Right, okay, yeah, like Nila said, maybe we can bring you two into this mix, yeah? So QA does the test. If it passes the thing, release the app. Or